Hey folks, Dave here. I appreciate you stopping by for another video, and I hope everyone's well today. If you are new to the channel, I'll drop links down in the description for our playlist for projects and for Lightburn tutorials. And if you check it out and you have issues working any of them or have questions, just drop them down in the comments and I will help out as much as I can. So on our last video, I briefly introduced the warp function. And in this video, I wanted to explore that a little further along with the deform function. So we're going to start with text. And it doesn't matter what font you use. I've got it on Arial Black. I'm going to pack out warp text. Hit the selection tool. And then I will make it a fill so you can see it a little better. And scroll in. Remember, you can scroll in and out with your mouse wheel. You can push the wheel down and move the entire canvas around. So to warp this, go up with it selected, go up to Tools and down to Warp Selection 4 points. And it gives you these 4 handles on each corner. And you can play with this and make it fit your project however you need. You might get in a tight spot, and this is exactly what you need to finish your project off. Okay, I'm hitting selector tool. I'm just going to make this small and move it up into the corner out of the way. And let's grab a shape. I'll grab the hexagon, push down the shift key, let go of the mouse first, and then your shift key, and then it'll make it a perfect shape. Hit the selector tool, and off to the right here I have the shape properties tab. Now if you don't see that on your page somewhere, and it could be anywhere, just go up to window and down to shape properties and make sure that's selected. Okay, with it selected, go back up to tools and warp selection, and then again you get the 4 points. And you can just play around with it and make whatever you would like. So you're only limited by your imagination. Looks like we almost got us a house. So there you go. We got a house. So just play around with it, and you can make all kinds of shapes with this. Let's make this small. Get it out of the way. And let's grab something. Well, back to the shape. Let me draw out this hexagon again. There we go. Selector tool to select it. You'll also notice for shape, for changing the shape, there's a little dot up top. And your cursor will change when you get over it. Just click your mouse and you can move that around and change the shape. I believe you can go up to 40 sides, which is almost a circle, but not quite. I just wanted to throw that in real quick. Every little tip helps me out, I know. So I'm just going to delete that, get it out of the way, and we will go over to the art library and grab something out of there. And I got mostly Christmas stuff in here. If you don't have an art library, I will drop a link down in the description so you can go step by step and you can make yourself one. I'm going to make this a little smaller, get it out from behind my face, and go over to, with it selected, over to Tools, Warp Selection, and then you can warp this around. And it may be that your project has an odd spot or something in it that you just need to feel just right. And this will help you to get there. Alright, click in the selector tool. I'll make this small and get it out of the way. Move this up to the top. So a quick point on selecting objects or text. If you pull from the right, you get a green line, and you only have to touch the objects or the text, and it will select everything. If you pull from the left, you get a red line, and it won't do that. You have to fully surround the object, but it comes in handy. Let's say we just wanted the fire. See, we're touching everything, but we're completely surrounding the fire. It'll select that, and you can pull it right out. Okay, back to the show. We're going to next get some more text. Go up to, no we're not, we're going to type out Deform text. Type is a big word. That was really just pecking. Okay, so we have Deform text. We're going to go up to Tools. We're going to go down to Deform Selection 16 points. And then you get these handles that you can work with. And you can pull it in a lot of different directions. And make it fit wherever you need it to fit. And when you're layering text, you can get some really nice effects with this. Showing depth, and they turn out really nice. Okay, hitting the selector tool. I will make this small. Get it out of the way. And let's go back to our hexagon. Shift key. Pull it out, let go of the mouse first so it'll be a perfect hexagon. Hit your selector tool. Then go up to Tools, Deform, 16 points. And then you can just start playing with the points. That kind of looks like a dress or maybe a vase, a vase, or a barbecue apron. I don't know. So, there you go. You have that. Now let's pull. Let's say you have a set area that you want to fill. All right, I'm going to grab an ellipse and I'm going to draw this out like maybe it's a slice of wood or something. Hit the selector tool and then hit tool down at the bottom. And you'll notice that if it's a tool, there's no output. So you can group this in with your project and it won't cut or engrave. So let's grab something else out of the art library. Maybe it's a slice of wood. We want to put a tree on it. Let's grab this tree. We'll throw it in there. So with your standard points, it wouldn't fit completely into your area, but you really want it to, so we're going to make it fit. I'm hitting Control-Z to make it back to where it was. I'm going to make it a little smaller so those side edges will fit in there. And I'm going to go to Tools, Deform Selection, and then you can start stretching this to where it completely fills your slice of wood or whatever you're working with. And there you go. And then hit the selector tool, and that looks pretty good. And you could, like I said, just group all that together and let it engrave. So I think that is about it, folks. I really hope that was helpful. I know it's kind of quick, but it's two very useful tools. So as you work through this, if you have any questions or comments, just let me know. And if you need help with something, I'll be glad to help out in any way I can. So I try to get out to the shop as often as possible. Certainly not as much as I would like to, because I would stay out here all the time. So check back often for new videos, You folks take care, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.